Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Ishibobo. I'm Nandi Shabalala and I thank you for joining me. Here's to hoping you've had an incredible week, jam-packed with footballing action. Sad news for us football lovers as the AFCON 2015 tournament draws to an end on Sunday. But we have an epic final to look forward to as Ghana and Ivory Coast take each other on in what is bound to be a true test. We've also got some major games to look forward to in Europe with the Merseyside derby as well as the North London derby taking place in the English Premier League. So let's get right into it. Here's what's coming up. Kaizer Chiefs coach Stuart Baxter remains humble despite a healthy lead at the top of the log. We'll bring you highlights from the German Bundesliga. And we catch up with new SuperSport United winger Dane Clayt. All that and more coming up shortly. Right now, though, it's competition time. But first, let's reveal last week's winners. If your name is among the 5 on screen right now, you have won yourself a Miller voucher to the value of 2,500 Rand. This week's competition is still brought to you by Miller, a trusted athleisure brand for everyday South Africans. 4 lucky viewers stand a chance to win Miller hamper products to the value of 2,500 Rand each. Each hamper contains the finest quality athleisure footwear, clothing and accessories. To find out more, visit their website at www.skydistribution.co.za. And to stand a chance of winning, simply tell us which 2 teams have made it to the AFCON 2015 final. I just gave you the answer. SMS your name and answer to 45605 and you will be charged R1.50 for each SMS that you send. Now, SuperSport United have been the busiest in the January transfer window, snapping up 7 players. Matatansa brought in Jeremy Brockie and Kingston Nkata last week, and this week they unveiled a further 5 in influential Dane Clayt, Luvolwe Tumpeta, Ayabulela Magwaka, Mutusi Gopani and Mpombebe. United coach Gordon Iggesund is happy to have linked with the 5 players.
You know, Dane Clayt, I've got no secret about. I'm a fan. I think he brings a lot to our game. I like to play with wingers. His work ethic is excellent. You know, he's been a winner wherever he's been, and to have him on board, I think it's a big boost for our club. You know, he's been here before. He knows the setup, and for us to secure him, I think it's fantastic because he adds a lot of value to our team and the way I want to play. You know, Gupani as well, another young player from Polokwane City. He's also a left-hand side player, another player that is an exciting player. Obviously, he's much younger and he's got a lot to learn still, and he will learn playing with the players that we've got. And Pete doesn't need any introduction. You know, he's a solid left back. Aya is a player, I think, that he's been on our radar for some time with Mbebe. Mbebe, we spoke to him a couple of months ago, and what happened, I think he went to Royal Eagles because he wanted to play. He went to Royal Eagles and he played there, but I'm just happy to have him back now as well. So, you know, and Aya, of course, with Ajax, he had his own issues there, and I'm not sure what those were, but they got nothing to do with me or with SuperSport United, but we managed to secure him and he's here. And as I say, let's hope that they all fit in nicely, and they are all very, very talented young players. Lots and lots to learn and to grow with the club. You know, I want to take this team to the next level. And next level obviously will be for starting from next year, and this year we want to just, as I say, it's a little bit late, but we want to just try and finish as high as we can, a top 8, top 6, top 5, as high as we can possibly finish, and let all these players fit in nicely going forward.
Meanwhile, Orlando Pirates coach Eric Tinkler says Dane Clayt's decision to join Matatansa was purely a football one and has the full backing of the team. He also put to bed the January transfer window speculation surrounding captain Opa Manyesa.
You know, it's part and parcel of professional sport. You know, the players, you know, they've understood the situation with Dane leaving. You know, Dane himself, you know, was obviously sad to leave, and the players and ourselves, we were sad to see Dane go. But, you know, in a professional footballer's life is very, very short, and a professional footballer needs to look to his future, and this is what Dane has done. Everybody at the club has understand those reasons and have accepted those reasons, and you know what, everybody, you know, wished him well. But everybody also understands that these things happen in football. Players come and go. What remains is the legacy that player will leave at the club. And what was also important is that we understand no player is ever bigger than the football club. You understand? And Opa, like I said, that's just rumors. I'm not going to talk about that. To me, Opa was never leaving. He was here. You know, those rumors were spread by the press and other people. You know, what I was told and what I've always believed in, Opa Manisa was remaining. So I'm not going to dwell on what would have happened if he left and this and that. You know, and the players themselves. No, you got to remember these players talk to one another constantly. And, you know, at no moment did I ever see anybody within the playing members of the club showing any belief that Opa was going.
So the ABSA Premiership returns next week after the conclusion of the AFCON tournament. Kaizer Chiefs are the team to beat, as they are still undefeated with a 15-point lead at the top of the table. But despite all this, Coach Stuart Baxter still insists that the trophy is not yet in the bag.
If the other people are saying that we've already got the crown, that's nonsense. If other people are saying that just because there's going to come games thick and fast, they're expecting us to implode, that's also nonsense. So we have one game at a time, and whether it's a Nedbank Cup or if it's the PSL or if it's a Champions League game, we'll try and be as competitive as we can. And I think the position we're in is probably an enviable one from every other angle of the PSL. But does it mean that we've won anything? Not really, because Bayern Munich also had a massive lead, and they've opened by taking 1 point from 2 games. So that's football, that's life, and you have to meet all the challenges. But I'm not going to lose any sleep if we lose points. I'm not going to start thinking we've done it if we pick up another couple of wins early on. So we've got a long way to go.
AmaZulu coach Stuart Baxter has played his final hand. He made 5 new signings in a last-ditch attempt to avoid relegation. Some of the signings have proven PSL pedigree, while others are yet to prove themselves at the highest level.
I think we needed to just ensure that we had depth in the squad and quality in all the positions. And obviously the team hadn't done as well as they could have been doing, and I just felt that we needed some fresh faces to add a bit of energy and quality to the team. So hence bringing some of the new players in. You know, OJ Mabizela, I think one of our best players the country has produced. He's got leadership ability, great football on the field of play, and I needed him to come in and just add that steel at the back. Roscoe Peterson, a very versatile player and can also add a depth to the team. And obviously going forward, players like Asive Langwe, I think is a good footballer who's creative, scores goals. So we also brought him in, and Ntuli, Bongankosi and Ntuli up front just to add a bit of depth and quality. He's a quality footballer. He's shown with his endeavours at Arrows and being signed by Sundowns, so he's hungry to be playing. And Tabiso Dlamini, one of the youngsters that we've promoted from our Durban Warriors team, has shown good endeavour and done really well, so it's good to reward him.
Don't forget that if you want to get your hands on the latest local football news, get yourself the latest copy of Soccer Laduma, available in newsstands across the country. Otherwise, you can check out their website, www.soccerladuma.co.za. Now, Soccer Laduma has introduced a supporters club, and to hear more, here's Soccer Laduma's supporters club editor, Vuyani Joni.
Hey guys, Vuyani Joni here, Soccer Laduma Supporters Club editor. Firstly, I'd like to thank the 20,000 members that have signed up and joined the Soccer Laduma Supporters Club. And I'd also like to invite those who haven't done so yet to please sign up on the website. Supporters Club is where we're discussing football-related issues on our website. And from next week, I'll be bringing you the hottest topic that would have been discussed on that platform, and then also invite you to join the discussion. Looking forward to it. Cheers, guys, and once again, thanks for the wonderful support. Cheers.